What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. This is the Quick Pitch MLB DFS podcast live stream for Wednesday's 9-game main slate, starting at 7-5. James, 9 games, not too bad, right? We've seen bigger slates, we've had smaller slates, but not bad in terms of slate length. We do have cores on the field still on this slate still. Pitching, maybe hit or miss on today's slate, so it'll be an interesting roster build for us.
Yeah, factor in we got cores too. So 9-game slate with cores, but it looks like there's going to be some rain in the forecast for cores. So definitely something to monitor there. Do have some good pitchers that are probably a little too underpriced, John, if you think about it. We're looking at the top tier. Like, I think there are some shaky options, but then you look at the tier below and it's like,
Robbie Ray versus Oakland at 96.
Yeah,
right?
It's a pretty good name.
Right, that's, again, performances against Oakland this year. He's 1-1 in 3 starts. 28 strikeouts in 18 innings is a good number. He's given up 5 earned runs. 3 of them will come on home runs. Or maybe all 5 have come on home runs, but he's allowed 3 home runs. So, which is a problem for Robbie Ray. We talked about that last start with gave up 2 more home runs, gave up 5 runs total. So, home runs are doing Robbie Ray in right now. Oakland, obviously a more of a pitcher's park there. Back-to-back bad starts, but I think many people will be running back to Robbie Ray at 9,600 going up against Oakland. Dustin May against Arizona. I know that, 5 shutout innings, 5 no-hit innings, rather, in his most recent outing against San Francisco. Took him out at 69 pitches. Do we know what happened there?
No, I think that's just...
he threw 82 the start before, so...
They exceeded exercise caution, may have been dealing with arm soreness after his previous start. So I will probably be avoiding if there's anything to do with arm soreness.
Sure.
And Dustin May, especially. We're coming off Tommy John. He's made just 5 starts, and there's already arm soreness. Like, why? I can't believe he's still pitching.
Well, that's what makes me think, like...
He's fine. They're just monitoring him a little bit more.
Yeah. So, maybe 80, 85 pitches is a max for him there.
Fine, tournaments. You skipped it over my boy Lance Lynn, though.
I didn't intentionally mean to skip Lance Lynn. I just saw the price on May. Yeah, listen, you were right on him, right? Or you notice he started to turn a corner, and the corner has been turned, and he's been very good. So, not going to throw shutouts, but close. Quality. Another quality start monster here is Lance Lynn. The strikeouts are starting to come around as well, and hard to beat a guy that's giving you 20 or more fantasy points, basically, in 6 of 7 starts, so.
Yeah, and the one that he did in 18.5, so solid floor.
Do you worry at all that he just faced Cleveland in his last outing? Sometimes those matchups don't always go the way we think they will.
He was kind of bad against them the first 2. Actually, let's look. So here it is, John. Something that we've talked about on a couple occasions, like Miles Mikolas on the road, for example, right?
Right.
Where some deceiving numbers. Lance Lynn has a 4.5 ERA in 4 meetings against Cleveland this year. His first outing amidst his terrible pitching earlier in the year, 8 earned runs. Since then, he has gone 6 scoreless innings on July 23rd. He threw 5 2/3 innings of 1-run baseball against Cleveland, and then he's coming off 6 1/3 of 2-run baseball against Cleveland. So 1 bad start earlier this year, just dragging his number through the mud, and that was literally when he was not pitching well and having very bad luck on his side. Well, neither of those things are the case anymore. Lance Lynn looks like the guy who almost won a Cy Young in recent years. So, no, I know what you're saying, but he has now faced them and dominated them in 3 consecutive outings. And for a team who doesn't strike out a lot, he struck him out 6 or more times in all three of those starts. So I think Lance Lynn rather is, as good as he is on the last 5 slates.
Sure. We mentioned May. Value guys, Bailey Ober at 7,700 feels like a price that is more expensive than we are typically paying for him. 5 innings, 1 hit a lot in his last start. He gets Kansas City now. Do you have any interest here in Ober at this cost?
Yeah, for tournaments. I think, there's with the Twins still in contention for the playoffs. He's a guy that can give them length and to be fair, though, he didn't really throw a lot of pitches earlier in the year, 1 start over 80 pitches. So I don't know what our expectation is, I guess, for pitch count, what it's going to exceed. But if we get another start like he did last time, yeah, sure, 7,700. Not even a win in 5 scoreless innings. So add a win to that, we're talking about 20-plus fantasy points.
Yeah, okay. Any other guys valued here that you're taking a peek at? We do have the Jordan Lyles home start coming against Detroit here.
Yeah, probably Jordan Lyles.
Got lit up by
Maybe.
the Red Sox at home last time out, but again, generally, you know, start
Yeah.
before that. White Sox 7 innings, 1 earned there. Two strikeouts. Didn't get the win, but not exciting. But it's Detroit. He's 6,700.
Yeah, I think that's mostly the key. Like he's allowed 23 home runs this year, only 5 at home. And then you look at the rest of the position, I think Matt Manning is legitimately the only other option. Matt Manning coming off 7 scoreless in his start against the White Sox.
You called him out. You called him out on that start too. I was wondering if that was a good spot for him, and you were like, "Yeah, Matt Manning." Shout out. Was it Vreeland? Right? Vreeland's a big Matt Manning guy, right?
Yeah. Vreeland is a Manning guy, and I liked him in that start, or not so much that start, but I like him as a pitcher.
Sure.
So 5,700 against the Orioles. They did lead off Gunnar Henderson tonight, John, and he hit a home run. So they'll have that to contend with. But
yeah. I think that's interesting to look at there. Any other pitchers for you?
No.
Let me go ahead and take a look then at the catcher spot. Are we spending up? Where are we going?
Will Smith, Smith, WD-40, whatever you want to call him, gets Mad Bum. I think that's a clear-cut spend up if you want to go there. He's been good against lefties. Adley Rutschman has been good against right-handed pitchers specifically. So if you don't believe in Matt Manning and you believe that last start was a fluke, I think you can go Rutschman. Melendez homered tonight. He's been heating up a little bit more. So those 3 guys over 4K. Sean Murphy gets Robbie Ray. We've talked about the home run issues that Robbie Ray has, and Murphy can, deposit a home run. Under 4K, I don't know, man. There's not a lot of options. Gary Sanchez is a lefty, but he's been bad. Yachty gets a lefty, but it's Snell.
Right.
And Snell's, good, really good at times. Joey Bart's had a good game.
Still cores for him. So
three runs scored, I think.
We know German Marquez in cores is terrible. So
yep, German Marquez in cores is terrible.
I'd probably just be willing to punt and go down there again and just if he goes.
Yeah, I would too. The position sucks. If Austin Wynn starts instead of Joey Bart, he's fine. He's 2K. So.
Okay. First base position. Guys at the top, we know Ohtani, Goldschmidt against Snell. Crone gets Logan Webb. Crone homer tonight. Talk about Crone at home versus righties. This has been a play for us this year. We're not big Logan Webb guys.
No.
That's for sure. Dodgers versus Bumgarner. We know we're going to probably be having some exposure there. Rizzo against Contreras in the Yankee Stadium. Anybody else in the top tier for you?
No, I like Crone. Goldie's probably the first Goldie slump he's had all year long. Ohtani's going to have to respond tonight or on a Wednesday, right? Judge hit 60 on Tuesday. Ohtani's going to need a response on Wednesday, so he's going to homer off Dane Dunning. Story all this time. So I like Ohtani at 63, other than the guys you mentioned.
Yep, I agree. Let's see. Mid-tier. Again, Nathaniel Lowe gets a lefty, but I might just go there anyways. He homered again the other day. So
yeah, I think for me, I would probably go to Miranda against the lefty, and Daniel Lynch.
Luis Urias is back as well, huh? Okay.
Luis Urias, yeah, he's back. Just blew his batting title to Aaron Judge due to 0 for 5. But, we're not, we don't need to talk about that. We're not here to, poo on anybody. But, Aaron Judge is in the lead for the Triple Crown. But we're not here to poo on anyone,
We're not. What about your boy Mark Mathias?
I mean, sure. He keeps hitting, dude. I know he's, struggling a little bit, but the power has been pretty real. There's some stolen base upside, too. He just needs to avoid the strikeout. If he can avoid the strikeout, we're in business. If he can't, we're in deep shit. So, yeah, I mean, him and Carlos Santana, 2,800, both tournament plays. Carlos Santana, again, just on a crazy power.
Would you play any Lamonte Wade against German Marquez? And just hope they don't put a lefty in that'll cause him to get hit for?
That's the opposite of Kyle Garlick, right? Kyle Garlick hits from the right side, only plays lefties, gets 2 at-bats to prove his worth.
Gets taken out.
Taken out. Sure. Tournaments only, though, because, again, there's literally two at-bat upside for Lamonte Wade.
Second base. Drury's at 55. McMahon and Coors at 52. Menes is at 51. Rojas is 5K. Any of the top 5K guys for you?
No. McMahon, I guess, 52 would be the one exception up there. But
sure.
I think Simeon 48 is probably going to be very popular.
I mean, guys,
because of course he's going to end
right now. So.
Yeah, of course he's going to end his year, right? On
he's
fire.
He's in the Bo Bichette club, where end of the season, you look at the back of the baseball card, you're like, oh, good year for this guy, and it's no, it was a good month.
Yeah, he's going to end up somehow like scraping like a 260 average out and like 25 home runs, 25 stolen bases. You're like, oh, Simeon's second round pick next year, dude.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but did you watch every other month other than September? Like, but 4,800 gets the lefty. I think he's going to be quite popular.
Yeah, I agree. Under 4K, again, there's not really, I mean, maybe you like Liebert 41.
He's been good, man.
Yeah.
He's been really good lately. Big hitting streak.
Homers, couple stolen bases, you know?
Yeah, I would. He's hitting third. Like the Yankees have switched their lineup around to where Judge is leading off.
Yeah.
Gleyber 2 for 4 tonight. So continued his hot streak. Both singles and a run scored, but still, like when you're hitting, like the lineup is Judge, Rizzo, and then you're hitting third, like you are going to get pitches to hit.
Yep. When we were stacking against Merrill Kelly the other day, we mentioned Chris Taylor. Didn't play Chris Taylor homered in that game.
He was, I think the exact quote was like, you were like, yeah, Chris Taylor. And I was like, no, Chris Taylor's the only one with bad BVP.
Yeah,
ends
ends up
homers.
homering off of him. Well, now we got Mad Bum here. He's a $3,400 second baseman. That feels like a pretty
really good play.
spot for him there.
Great play.
You talked up Nick Gordon. It is a lefty spot for him, but a guy had another 3 hits. So,
dude, hitting him fourth.
He's on
hitting him fourth.
Yeah, dude, 2 doubles, 3 hits. He's on fire right now. So,
yep.
Tom Gordon's kid out there making him proud at 32. Let's see.
Third base we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not much there. I think I'm just gonna click Chris Taylor. Just gonna click
yeah, that's
Chris
fine.
Taylor. Third base: Ramirez, Machado, Arenado, Witt, McMahon, Muncy, Rojas. We talked about those guys already.
Probably.
Maybe Witt?
Probably Justin Turner.
Probably Justin Turner. Yeah.
I mean, do we like
Suarez just hitting too many home runs? He had to go in the IL.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Those guys at 5K, but like, you know, Ramirez tough matchup, Machado,
Gunner at 39, right?
Yeah, I think Turner, Donaldson, Gunner, those are your guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Is there anybody? Is Josh Jung on the slate? He is, right?
Yep, Josh Jung, Urshela, Josh Jung.
Yeah, Jung is 2,200 versus a lefty. We're just gonna click that button. Shortstop, Trey Turner against a lefty. If we're going down at Jung and Taylor, we can certainly afford some Trey Turner. Carlos Correa. Big price bump, 5,400, but also
deserves it
against the lefty. 375,000 OPS for him there. Again, anytime I play Trey Turner, he literally doesn't come through for me. It just doesn't happen. Oh, wait, do we have... Mookie Betts is not a second baseman anymore. Big development.
True.
They must have just realized, like, oh, there's no football today. We should look at... should look and see what's going on. Oh, man, Mookie Betts has been a second baseman for how long?
Fire that intern, please.
Yeah, right. That kid went back to school today, and there was like... Cray and Turner, your top 2 guys. Both are in really great spots. Let's see. Mid-tier. Andrews is at 4K. Gunnar Henderson's at 39.
You laugh because it's like...
Because he's the best shortstop in the game
he's
right
the
now?
He's the best fantasy shortstop in
going
baseball
into
right
today, and I don't know did he have any RBIs today? You said he had a couple of hits, right?
They're losing in the 10th. He is 2 for 4 with a run scored and a stolen base. No run RBI.
Okay, so did Judge have a solo home run?
Judge had a solo home run.
So going into today, Elvis Andrus had 1 more RBI this month than Aaron Judge. That's how well Elvis Andrus had been playing. So now they're tied. They're now tied for the month in RBIs.
I mean,
look at those stolen base numbers, man. He stole another bag today, huh? So
yeah, stole another one back. Yeah, 14th of the year today. So 5 in his last 6 games.
Yeah, 6 in his last 10.
6 in his last 10. 3 home runs over that span.
Tristan McKenzie has been good on the road, I think, too, right? Like so.
I mean, anyways, it doesn't. Elvis Andrus is a god. It doesn't even.
I know. I haven't hit the button yet, but like I know
we're close because
like maybe we're probably gonna play Mookie, I think, against Mad Bum, and like
we'll come back to it because we'll see if we're gonna double spend up at pitcher. We'll see what we're gonna do. Sure.
Aaron Judge is at 64.
I don't like that. Like, there's another reason we might not.
I hit Aaron Judge. He's going for 61 tomorrow. So
yeah, Poor Ronzi Contreras. Poor guy.
He's giving it up. He knows he's giving it up, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, we can also play Chris Taylor in the outfield if we have to as well. He's got dual eligibility.
Okay.
So good. Betts is 6K. I like that.
Love that.
J-Rod is fine. He's got Caprillion at 55. Right there.
Yeah, the Mariners are a very legit stack, I think,
against Caprillion.
Yeah, I think that's a legit stack that I think people will probably overlook because, like, history in New York, Coors Field, Texas has a really good matchup. The Dodgers have a really good matchup. I think the Mariners are like that under the radar stack. So I love J-Rod.
I love the random price bumps that guys get. I know Steve Kwan's been really good of late.
4,900, yeah.
Against Lance Lynn.
Yeah, no.
Not for me.
Never.
Not for me. Not for me.
Only Kangas, man.
Let's see. Reynolds gets returning Sevy. I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, it's going to be...
He's going to hit lefty in the Yankee Stadium in that matchup.
Sevy threw... So they're expecting 70, 80 pitches, which is... So, yeah, he'll get a couple at bats against Severino. That's not bad. He homered tonight.
Reynolds, yeah. McCarthy, 3,900, gets righty finally.
Gets a righty finally.
Well, he faced a lefty for like 4 straight days.
No, I know. Can't steal a base off him.
Yeah,
can't. Or with righty on the mound, I'm definitely going back to the left.
Yeah. What's this? Who's this Toglia guy? Michael Toglia.
Oh, for the Rockies.
Yeah. Two triples.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
He's up there, 3,600 for him.
I mean, he strikes out a whole bunch.
Yeah, but Logan Webb doesn't. So
Logan Webb is listening to this podcast like, I'm going to pitch the best game of my life.
I hope he does. I hope we're motivating. I hope he's like those bastards on that quick pitch MLB DFS podcast and live stream. You know, after I use promo code NFL50 to save 50% off the first 6 months of the Raw Pro package. This is what they talk to me about. So.
Well, there's more than one infamous. I'm sure there's more than one fantasy football league. So, these guys are getting their info from somewhere.
It's true. That is true.
And it's probably using code NFL50.
It should be. Corbin Carroll, lefty at 3,100. I don't know. Again, I don't really want to go against Dustin May, but like you could, I guess, if the arm is probably it's going to be bothersome. Winkers at 29. Trace Thompson at 29 against Mad Bum.
Yeah, it could be a good one. He's hit righties. He's actually hit righties better this year.
This year? Okay. Like 7 years ago.
How about some Harrison Bader?
I'm not doing Harrison Bader.
2 hits, 3 RBIs tonight.
Stop it. I'm not doing Harrison
2,600.
I'm not doing it. I'm not playing Harrison
15 stolen bases in 73 games this year.
I'm not playing Harrison
He looks like Jake Paul.
Where did he hit? Where did he hit today? I'm in. Where did he hit?
Jake Paul hit 7th.
It's a reach for the wraparound stack. Judge is leading off, right?
Judge is leading off. Dude.
It's close to the wraparound stack. If he was hitting 9th, I would have been in. I would have been like, all right, fine. Judge is hitting. Hilarious that Aaron Judge is going to hit 61. He's going to end the year as the leadoff hitter. All right, so that's our outfield here. Give me your homework.
Aaron Judge.
Okay.
I was trying to say it before you finished.
Yeah, that's fine.
Intentionally.
I'm going to go with Mookie Betts.
No, I'm not going to go Aaron Judge. I'm going
Mookie Betts.
Yeah, you take Mookie. I'll go.
Why would you not take Aaron Judge?
I'll go Aaron Judge, 61. Okay. I'll go Aaron Judge for 61. Sure.
Okay. So let's build our lineup here. So far, I have Taylor, Jung at second and third, but Taylor can obviously move to the outfield if need be. I got Aaron Judge and Mookie Betts as 2 locked into our outfielders. So we're gonna go Joey Bart at catcher here, right? We're gonna spend down.
We're spending down it.
Let's see, Bart.
I think Lance Lynn, Robbie Ray, if we can. Ooh, that would be tough.
Lance Lynn, Robbie Ray. No, we can do it. 3,500 a player. 2,600
right.
Harrison Bader, man.
Josh John. Oh, you're going Harrison Bader.
Well, let's see. Is there a cheaper second baseman to move Taylor? I think there is, right?
No. I mean, or Tony Kemp homered again.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, no, there isn't. There's not really a cheaper second.
And I mean, we could not punt first base, but we could play Santana 2,800. Or you mentioned Bailey Ober.
I don't want to do that. I want the strikeout upside of those pitchers there. Would you rather Trace against Mad Bum or Bader?
Trace.
Could also do Corbin Carroll if we're not in on Dustin May. He's 31.
I like Trace.
Okay. I
think the Dodgers stack is going to be fruitful.
Okay. So Trace Thompson at 29.
I'm building something just sickening right here. I was just trying to get something. I was just trying to do.
What was your first baseman?
Carlos Santana. 2,800.
Okay, let's see. If we lock in,
because he's.
Do you want Andrews or do you want Henderson?
I think Henderson has the better matchup here, but there's literally no denying that Elvis Andrus is actually one of the best fantasy assets the last month. He just got an RBI.
So now he's beating Aaron Judge again.
He just got an RBI. It was a ground out, but still an RBI nonetheless. 2 for 5 with an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base.
Henderson homered tonight, you said.
Yep. Homered tonight. led off tonight. So he is leading off.
All right.
He led off against a lefty tonight.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go Henderson. Just like you said, better matchup. $3,700 first baseman gives us Miranda.
Good.
Or it could have been Carlos Santana, like you have been talking about with all that power. 7 home runs, dude.
I know.
Is the power coming as a lefty or a righty? He's got Caprillion. Which way is it going?
Let us look. Was there BVP here? Carlos Santana 0 for 5, but doesn't really matter 0 for 5. Carlos Santana has 13 home runs from the left side of the plate.
Yeah, so that's the power side. All right, so that brings me to this question then.
We have we have money left over.
We have $3,800 outfielder or second baseman, $3,800 outfielder. Cody Bellinger's 33.
No, I refuse.
Jesse Winker's 29. He's been horrible. Let's see.
This is what you call a lost season. What was the price in the outfielder we have, John?
38. Gavin Lux, he's going to play against a lefty? Because he plays second base. Carlos Santana, Chris Taylor.
I'm trying to think of what we could do if we found a cheaper catcher than Bart.
Is there a cheaper catcher than Bart?
Because his backup is literally, but he's also played a lot.
We're $100 off our boy McCarthy, who we would.
I know that was my sigh. My sigh was directed
play.
towards him. I'm trying to find us a 2K catcher.
If we could find $300, we can play Gleiber at second and Taylor in the outfield.
Also, I think a pretty good option. So we need $300.
Yeah. So we need a 2,200 or below catcher.
It's Tucker Barnhart coming off a 3 for 5, but he plays every other day. There's just nothing. It is so bad. It's just stressing me out just looking at these dudes. I don't think we can go below Joey Bart.
I agree with you. I don't think there's going to be anybody there. No, not even at the money that we would want them to be at. So It is what it is. Is a delay going to play today or not?
Dude, don't force it. Don't force it.
All right, so Joey Bart's in, and we need a $3,800 outfielder here. Leah is the guy that's there. He exists in the ether.
He is alive.
He breathes. Dylan Moore?
He's been good. Let's see what he is doing against lefties.
He's facing righties.
Dylan Moore facing a righty. It was a trick question.
Yeah. 368, 1,100 OPS last 10.
Sitting 185 this year against
Not what we're looking
righties.
for. Not the numbers.
Caprilion's been bad against righties, though, for what it's worth.
Not the split we wanted there. All right,
what if we went?
I guess it's Corbin Carroll or it's we go back to Thompson.
What if we went off of Judge or Betts and went to J-Rod? Or we just go up to Miranda at first base, who's hit lefties this year.
We were so close. Hold on. Would you?
I was trying to figure out a way to get to Justin Turner at third, but I have $400 remaining for a position player. That's not exactly going to work.
So we could do, I don't even like these guys. All right, what if we did Trey Turner instead of Mookie and then played Stanton?
Works.
Okay.
Coming off the walk-off granny?
Yep.
Works.
Okay, so that's what we got then. We have Robbie Ray, Lance Lynn. We got Joey Bart, Carlos Santana, Chris Taylor, Josh Jung, Trey Turner, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Trace Thompson. So we got a split lineup Dodgers stack. Probably covered, 1, 5, and 9 there, and then we have the 2-man Yankees of Jordan Stanton, one off Santana and all that power, one off Bart with Coors exposure, one off Josh Jung because he's a stud, and we got 2 top 2 pitchers in Lance Lynn and Robbie Ray with strikeout upside. So that is it. That's the lineup for today. James and I will be in Discord. I am on the playbook. I said that like Rog Burgundy. I am on the playbook. I am doing the playbook on Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. That should be a grand old time. I'll tell you this. My playbooks this year, they've been fire. So get on that. We'll be ready to go. I'll be in the Discord all day to answer any of your questions. And James and I will catch you guys later.